Over 75% of my clients have opened their first locations, or we are looking to open their first location in the Flatiron Union Square market.
Hi, everyone. I'm Navin. I'm the Director of Development at Locate AI. And today I'm happy to be speaking with my friend Taryn Brandis. She is an exceptional real estate broker and advisor based out of New York City, but she does work around New York as well as around the country for a number of great brands. So Taryn, thank you so much for making time to talk to me today.
Thanks for having me.
I know we're going to talk about one of your favorite neighborhoods in New York City, but I thought it would be useful to talk about what you've been doing in retail. So I know that you started your own firm a year ago, Brand Urban. Congratulations, timing is impeccable. But I would love to hear from you about what types of clients you're working with, either in New York or across the country.
In New York, I'm working with Maman by Chloe, the gray dog, Mimi Chang's Dumplings, and a handful of other kind of small, beloved New York groups. On the full service side, and speaking of beloved New York groups, is the Quality Branded Restaurant Group. And non-food, I work with a new age acupuncture concept called Within and Purple Innovation. The customer probably knows them as Purple Mattress. Part of why I started Brand Urban is national strategic growth. I'm working with Planta Restaurants, amazing plant-based, polished casual restaurant group from Toronto, and Yardbird, the institution from Miami.
Well, that's a great introduction to you and the brand. And tell us what neighborhood you'd like to talk about. And then it would be great to understand from you, who does well there, what kind of tenants are there, what kind of retail rent someone might expect, where's Main and Main, it's all kind of open. So go for it.
I'm going to talk about Flatiron Union Square today because over 75% of my clients have opened their first locations, or we are looking to open their first location in the Flatiron Union Square market. And I'm blending the two because they absolutely blend as a greater trade area. The reason why it's such a true flagship location is it's incredibly centrally located. And it's just the definition of live, work, play. You have beloved restaurants that have been around forever. You have the new age fast casuals. You have all this great tech office tenancy, amazing hotels and tourism, and a really strong residential population to back it up. Your Main and Main, I would say, is 18th and Broadway. That's my favorite intersection. I think that's that's the hot spot. From a rent perspective, I think you have to look at it in two ways. So you have your avenues, you have Broadway and Fifth Avenue, and then you have your side streets, and the rents are dramatically different depending on where you sit within the trade area. On the avenue, I would say we're probably talking $300 a foot as the magic number. But on the side streets, the rents for the most part range from $100 to $150 a foot. 17th Street has become more of an avenue because it bleeds right into Union Square, and the rents there are definitely north of $200 a foot. So you have your contemporary brands, your athleisure brands, your direct-to-consumer brands that are along the avenues here. You obviously have Equinox's flagship as well. What's really interesting is you have the east side of the trade area being more of a restaurant row, and then you have the west side as Flatiron trades more to Chelsea, and that's a lot of wellness and boutique fitness.
Last question for you. Is it right to think that the avenues and 17th Street, for example, are 7-day and that other side streets might be 5-day? Or would you tend to think that the broader area is 7-day?
It's definitely a 7-day trade area. You have the tourism and you have the office, but you have such strong residential. Certain blocks have better evening drivers. Certain blocks have better fitness and daytime drivers, but you have like a strong all-day, weekday, weekend market there.
Taryn, this is great. I'm happy to also mention that Quality Eats has one of my favorite brunches. I used to live a couple blocks from their location just off, was that 6th Avenue? And
what do you get?
I would always get their guac and chips, and they had a fish dish.
It was a crab dish, and it's one of the best dishes on the menu.
Yes, that is what it is. Okay, yeah. Well, everyone, this is Taryn Brandis. She knows her brands very well, even their menus down to the finest item. Taryn, thank you so much. I might pick your brain on another suburb of New York in a future video. This was exceptional. I think people will really find value here. So thanks and be well.
Thank you so much.